Hello, Nicolas.
Hello, Luca.
Hello, and thank you. And thank you, everybody, for taking a look at or a listen into our podcast. This podcast is called AI Readiness for Salesforce. And we talk about themes, as you probably can imagine, that relate to AI and how companies, people, technology, culture, and us as users are getting ready in the context of Salesforce, in the context of kind of enterprise systems. How are we getting ready for AI? And Nicolas here is participating today, bringing the perspective from a very specific industry, financial services, from a very company, very large organization in Latin America. So also a perspective from a different continent than where we are based, which is Europe. So Nicolas, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, so I'm Nicolas. I'm from Brazil. We are working in Maringá, Paraná, in the south Brazil. And here at SVN, we are a financial advisors office. So we work managing the investments portfolio for the clients. And this year, last year and this year, SVN is working a lot of insurance and a lot more ways of investments, trying to do a hub for the clients to take care of their money.
And specifically, your role is dedicated to technology, right? So you're part of the technology team. You're helping the organization embrace innovation and technology.
Yeah, here at SVN, we have two branches. The new one that I work with, we call it digital. So we have a acquisition funnel when we get put money in Facebook, Instagram to generate leads and try to bring more customers from the internet, from digital ways. Because we say two branches because the first one is we call relationship, because it's a bank manager way. You have your clients and you just get new clients to asking to
Refer.
get a new refer and get a new client, a friend or family. So here we are using a lot of AI to help us generate new leads, better leads, and try to connect to people.
That totally makes sense. So the business development, kind of growth area, that's where you specialize and you provide technology. Actually, so which leads to the question. We're talking about AI readiness and obviously across organizations that use Salesforce. So how is your relationship? What's your perspective on AI?
We see here in the financial services that the companies that work with us or our competitors, they are trying to reach the clients different ways. Like just by creating a new email idea from the smallest one to call AI to call them, like using AI voice and AI transcription to try to reach the clients without getting the real phone. So there's a lot of this happening. And we're trying to filter a lot. That's what I do a lot here in SVN. Filter and search for new tools that we can use. It's a big ocean. What they say, it's a big ocean that we try to get the right way, or not too expensive ways. Or some companies are understanding how to pay, or what is worth to pay.
And it's interesting because I think the accent then is, or the focus is on the efficiency side, right? So it's a productivity impact that companies like yours are looking to do. Is data and the data that comes from it and the ability for AI of using data, is that also relevant in across your organization?
Yes, it is. One way we are using it, preparing for getting ready for AI, is understand what the clients told to us, say to us, because now I don't know. Last year we did kind of 1,000 meetings, and we don't know what happening inside the meetings. So now we understand what happened in the first meeting, the second meeting, and we're getting the oldest advisors sitting to the new ones and understand how the meeting goes to they teach them the new ones. I don't know if that makes sense.
Absolutely,
We can
absolutely.
now pass the idea, it's easier to pass the knowledge, because this financial advisor role is a lot of it's not about the numbers, but how you create rapport with your customer. How do you call them, ask about their family? So it's you you make part of their family. So you're trying to change, to transform all of this unstructured data to structured data, to numbers, and to understand to understand and get scaled with this. Bring to the digital branch.
Yeah,
Make
absolutely.
sense?
It's absolutely making sense, because I think you started saying that some part of your organization is looking at ways to use AI to bring efficiency at scale, right? So in volume. And now you're saying that, and this is probably a bit more specific to the use of solutions like Vinton, you're saying that the accent for you is a lot on the quality of the operations and how AI can help you maintain a consistent, high quality engagement with your clients. That's very interesting, because the two sides are coexisting, right? One is productivity, efficiency, doing more with automated solutions that AI can bring. On the other side is quality, and it's engagement, and it's kind of consistency in delivering your operations.
I think the word is quality, but we are trying to understand what brings quality to the meeting. Why this advisor is so good in take care of their clients? Because every month here in the company enters I don't know, like 10 or 15 new people. But
Yes.
how do I teach them to work as our best advisors? So it's transform the quality in numbers to we get the onboarding better, onboarding faster these
Yeah.
people, and try to teach them.
The
I
magic
think it's
formula.
the first part. Yeah, trying to discover the magic formula. We're trying to understand what they do and pass to the new ones.
And AI is helping in that sense, right? Because it's
Yeah, that
helping to dissect the call, I guess, and look into the insights that are coming out.
that's why Vinton enters, not just AI, but Vinton. When we met you, we understand that it fits a lot what we are looking for, because we record a meeting, well, not just record, but we understand, trim the parts that interesting. We can get the summary, understand, and take a note. We prepare a prompt, and it's gives me a number, so I can kind of measure now the quality without asking or without entering all the calls. I can just see a report and see which the advisor is getting better.
It's very, very good use. And with this in mind, taking a step back, how, broadly speaking, how is the organization as VN gearing up, preparing to embrace AI? Is this like coming from the president, from the CEO saying we have to, and it's kind of creating committees? Is it coming from the people that are working on it and they're saying, oh, I've seen this solution, how is artificial intelligence being brought into the operations at SVN?
I think started in the second way you said, because okay, there's AI now and ChatGPT, and everybody is chatting with ChatGPT. I think start with this. So let's stop and make a institutional way to look at that. Then we create a committee and a group to think about it. Then become top down, and now we're, for example, Vinton, become the official way to do that, because you use a lot of AIs in, I don't know, for prepare my mail, prepare my document. They use a specific way here. I think it's the main goal of the advisor is to make the client make more money, to gain more money. And there's the
Yes.
portfolio. So they use AI to understand the portfolio, which product maybe increase their investments. So we are trying to embrace this and getting more institutional. so more official inside the company. So now Vinton, it's about meetings, and now you are looking for AI to understand the investments too. I think it's the main these two main branches.
Very interesting. And um, uh, what are, in your opinion, the risks like that people should be aware when thinking about AI, when implementing AI? Like
I think
adoption,
there's
I'm
a lot
thinking
of
like did you find people, what I'm thinking is, did you have people across the organization that were like, oh my god, I know what to do, I don't need AI, or leave me alone, or my clients don't like it, or something like that?
actually I feel that some people are like that, like this way. We can do nothing for this, but I think a lot of people are becoming more the other way of the this behavior. They're liking. I'm facing. We're meeting some advisors that don't know how to build a new portfolio. They don't know how to um, I don't know, write an email because AI do everything for them. So I think it's a future risk because maybe in some, I don't know, inside a meeting you or making some measurements portfolio, you need to think, understand the holistic market. For example, you need to think a lot of different things to sit and build a portfolio or to talk with a client. And people are getting more focused in one or two things, and they are losing the ability to stop and think about the family, about the life cycle of a company, because they just write a prompt and wait for output to do the magic formula. So we try to understand the quality, but not brings everything to numbers, because we know it's a relationship with a personal relationship. So we try not to lose, and I think it's a not short but mid-term or long-term risk.
That's a very interesting one. So you're saying, if we agree that the value of the work that your advisors do is also in the relationship building, then the risk is that they may disregard that, or delegate that too much to the AI, and lose the
Yeah,
personal touch.
and we'll lose, yes, then and Softy going to lose this personal touch. I like a lot of cinema, and I don't know, visual production effects or something like that. AI, when you ask to Google or Gemini or ChatGPT to create an image, what it does is to get your idea and search for a lot of different images, and he makes like a puzzle to bring a new image to you. Okay, so in long term, think about these relations, these meetings, this knowledge or images, like we're thinking now. AI produces more image, more and more image, and AI now is consuming AI. So it's kind of a life cycle. It's a cycle that it's a risk, a long term risk.
Yeah.
And it's not about images; it's about knowledge and talking to people, and that's what I mean.
Yeah, and I think you're touching on a major theme that relates to AI, which is self-referencing, right? So what you're saying is,
Yeah,
kind of learning from itself and being trained by AI, which is not necessarily a good thing, because it becomes a closed loop that doesn't necessarily, embrace creativity, kind of lateral thinking, or personal touch, like
yeah,
we just mentioned. So it's an important balance, I guess, that needs to be kind of managed at that level. That's very
awareness,
interesting.
create
and
this
and
awareness.
and awareness, of course, being aware of those. Thinking about the future, I don't know, so we're having this conversation now. It's the start of 2026, 2028, 2030, right?
Okay.
We have a similar conversation. We are looking back 4 years, 2 years, 4 years ago. What are we thinking about? What are we reflecting on? Where are we? What do you think will be the key themes going forward?
I think
Not an easy one. Eh? This is not an easy
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. What I see is that make a parallel again about, I don't know, clothes or haircuts. You got a we got a high, I don't know, new modern ways to dress or to do things. Now everything is gray, dark, and white. Okay, it's really modern, straight lines, and this is it about architecture, about clothes, about cars. And then it's a cycle. I don't know if you know, but like crochet is getting a lot of famous on Europe, wearing crochet clothes. My grandma did crochet, but now the teenagers are using it because I know it's a cycle when people use a lot of things, then go back, and it's a cycle. So maybe we are AI is the year of the AI now, and maybe this year and 27, but people are going to, okay, we are using a lot, let's do something like more manually, or I think it's about 5 years where we are talking about this down cycle.
Ooh, very interesting. So you see this accelerating now. We are at a moment where everybody is like, it's so obvious we are doing something with AI. We have to do something. We have more and more and more with AI. And then at some point it will be, maybe for what you said earlier, will be so disconnected from personal touch, from creativity. So it becomes all gray and square. And so
Yeah,
there's a movement that says, look, let's actually create something authentic. Let's restart to meet in person rather than talking to a robot on the phone. And yeah, it's very interesting
Uh,
perspective.
it's not that just because people are going to lose interest in, but AI is going to be in their normal days. Like everything we're going to do is going to have AI, so it's normal to them, and that they are not just looking to AI because everything has AI. So they're looking to other things. It's coming naturally, not because they are avoiding AI, but they're okay. AI just there. Let's do something else. And I don't. The word is becoming normal.
Very interesting. Yeah, I'm on the one hand, I'm looking forward to that world because I think we're a blessed generation. We are seeing things that nobody else has seen before, and kind of evolving so rapidly in all directions. But it's a bit interesting and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
What's happening. Coming back to specifically to the financial services, you mentioned about investment and
Mhm.
portfolio, and are there other ways in which your industry is transforming, maybe through AI, or is preparing to transform with AI? And I'm thinking also, crypto on the one hand,
Yes.
automated investments and AI optimization of investment. Because I think in your relationship, in your line of work, your advisors, they actually create a relationship based on the risk profile of the people. They get to understand them, and they create solutions that maximize profit, but within the constraints of the risk profile.
Yes.
AI can probably take that to a different level, right? If we want to, but it loses the personal touch, as we said. But there are many different things that are happening in financial services, and I'm wondering if you have a couple of
I
interesting things to share.
Yeah, I think about two things, two ways of use about the market, the financial market, and just, I don't know, stocks and companies. Some years ago, they created something. I think many years ago, they created something called HFT, high frequency traders.
Yes.
They are robots that buy and sell stocks very fast, and they understand what marketing, the marketing trending to bring more money. And now AI, they're using AI because, step back, it's a algorithm. But if the devs do something like the very simplifying their job, but it's like if this happens, do this. If this happens, do that. Very simplest. But
Yeah.
now AI can change while it's happening. Not not just one or zero question, yes or
Yeah.
no. It's more okay because marketing, the market trends involves a lot of human behavior. If you study this, you're going to see that we can see patterns in the screen about the prices, but what happens is when a breaking news about the president or a big company happens, goes in the newspaper or in the internet, it's not the bots are selling. People are getting afraid and sell everything they have or buy more. So AI can now adjust this, and it's getting more complex to enter or to gain more money, or it's easier to not losing money. So it's a big thing. It's happening here.
So it's beyond algorithmic. I think that's what you're saying, right? Because before it was an algorithm says, these are the rules, and if this happens, then this will happen. But you are saying
Mhm.
it's actually more complicated than that, because
Yeah,
it is human behavior, and it's a bit unpredictable. It has emotions, and AI can sense that something is
can
happening beyond
sense
the rules.
or can virtually do that. They AI is
Okay.
kind of person, so they can think like us.
Yeah, and they simulate how a person would react, including what would be done, driven by emotion rather than rational thinking.
Yeah, it's a great thing to understand. The other thing is about what do we do like more in the sales front. The financial advisor is a salesperson. It sells investments, right? So the bank now is reading, or the AI is reading all the conversations, all the lifetime of the person here inside our company. We connected a lot of different data. We call data cloud too, because we have what this person do with the in the marketing, the last time he bring money or take off the money, if he has insurance, if not, if he has child, what do in the credit card. So you have a lot of different ways, and AI is bringing the salesperson info to call the client and say, or bringing the screen like a big red alert to say, you need to sell insurance to this client now, or oh, this investment here is not so well, bring this another one that is in our campaign to gain more money. So AI is in the center of this hub to understand the different data and the meetings, and try to tell the advisors how best way to make more money, more intelligent ways. It's kind of this thinking about earning money. Okay, it's thinking about the
Of
sales.
course, with the purpose in mind. I think that that's a very smart assistant. Effectively, that you do the work, but a lot of doing the work is preparing and prioritizing the work, and you're thinking that will be very easily prioritized and organized by the AI. So I know exactly what I need to do. It's in front of me, and it says, call this person, talk to Nicolas. This is the product that will most likely be interesting. These are the questions that you should ask, or these are the areas where you should be kind of probing, and this is how you position the solution. Very interesting.
Because when you think in this new way, years ago, again about the algorithm, if the client has this product, give 1 point. If the client has insurance, 2 points. And then you scale the clients and prioritize the tasks about to sell or about to do. But now the AI brings the info, bring what the client has or not or don't have, and goes to the market, goes to the internet, and I don't know, understand the news, what's happening. There's a lot of context about rapport. You can just ask ChatGPT what is this spin selling, and he is going to tell you the phase of the spin selling, and it brings to the CRM. So it brings a lot of more context to the selling, to sell the investment or to the
Yeah.
meetings.
And it can dynamically adapt to it rather than being
To each
static.
client.
Exactly. Well, it sounds, to sum up, I really appreciate your time. I wanted to bring it to a close. It sounds like you're very optimistic about the future and the use of AI to help organizations like SVN and in general?
A lot of work to do to, again, filter, understand, and build inside. And many players are doing really interesting tools like Vintor. We're talking to a tool now that it's called Sparring. Do you know Sparring from Box?
Yeah.
When you, it's called Sparring. What's the idea? You have a new advisor, a new SDR, and you put in front of the Sparring, and it calls you. It's a IA voice, and you have to. There's a context of the training. The it's mainly using about the enablement team. When
Yeah.
you call it, okay, so now you are going to test a first call with the AI, and we make a prompt. You do a persona and how, if the AI is going to be money or have some money or not, and it's our goal is to improve a lot of onboarding, and they are going to do a lot of meetings, hours of meetings before going to real people,
Yes.
and that's
Very
I think
interesting.
another idea that we are using here.
Well, very interesting, and actually something that we are also developing. So I will talk to you about that, but separately from this podcast. Well, for now, look, this was very interesting. I'm sure the people that are listening have very interesting perspective. From within the financial services, specifically personal engagement and conversation-centered value proposition like yours and that of your industry, and how AI and getting ready for AI is mandatory and crucial at the moment. So
Yeah.
I really
Thanks
want to
for
thank
the
you very
invitation.
much. Yes. No, thank you, Nicolas. And if anyone who is listening, if you enjoyed this, please kind of comment, reach out. You'll find Nicolas on LinkedIn, and you'll find us the usual Vinton.ai. We're open for business, and come and talk to us about how we can transform conversations into Salesforce data and do a lot of the things that we discussed in this podcast with Nicolas.